will gain a life here. Will gain a single life and be out of Bone Crusher Giant. Oh no, he can just Bone Crusher Giant right now. This channel brought to you by MinMax Games. Visit minmaxgames.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today is a huge day in the arena. I get to play probably my favorite card in my favorite deck. We are talking Explorer Doom Foretold, and for the uninitiated, this card screams incremental value. It pops permanents off the battlefield, and when your opponent can't interact with it anymore, you get a little incremental value. You get some life, you get a card, you get a 2/2 with Vigilance, your opponent loses some of those things. It's a fantastic card. It's so much fun. But this means we have to interact with our opponents in a more unique way. We have to interact while still creating game objects and non-token pieces on the battlefield. So, going over the deck list really quick, we have 3 copies of Portable Hull. It is great for exactly that. It interacts with a lot of our opponent's early game strategy while still making game pieces. Often this thing can target a mana dork, and especially it's great at targeting tokens. It can target a copy of the Oven, which is Oven. So this card is just great all around in a lot of the meta right now. And 2 copies of Thoughtseize, because there's not a lot of better plays when you're running black and you got a turn 1 play. Thoughtseize is just a fantastic play. Moving into the 2-drop, we have some things that really shine. We have some things that are kind of pseudo 2-drops. I guess we can move them to the other side here. Our 2-drops, our actual 2-drops, are Omen of the Sea and Trial of Ambition. Both of these cards provide us some value. Omen of the Sea with some card draw and, card selection even, and card draw. And Trial of Ambition does a great job of keeping the board clear while still creating a game object that we get to interact with Doom Foretold. Our 3-drop slot is essential in this deck. 3 copies of Narset, Part of the Veil. This card is kind of a silent MVP. It runs really well against a lot of our control strategies that we're going to play against, as well as that Rakdos Midrange playing Fable the Mirror Breaker. A lot of people don't realize when they hit Chapter 2 on Fable the Mirror Breaker, this card turns off that chapter. A lot of Rakdos Midrange opponents will discard 2 cards and not get to draw anything. It's wild the amount of times this comes up. So this card, kind of an all-star. Treacherous Blessing in this deck can be a 3-mana draw 3 with very little downside. Now, against aggressive strategies, we can find ourselves Treacher locked and just lose the game for it. So you have to be very careful with your copies of Treacherous Blessing, but a fantastic card in this deck. And Oath of Kaya, maybe killing something off, giving us a little bit of life, and providing us that game object that we get to interact with. Moving on to turn 4, it's the all-star, it's the MVP, it's the namesake of the deck. We have 4 copies of Doom Foretold. This card does everything we want it to do. It is the engine that drives this locomotive. We also have 2 copies of the Wandering Emperor. This card can kind of get us out a lot of jams with big creatures, our opponent's swinging in big. This card can come down, get us a little bit of life, create a game object, create another chump blocker, whatever it might be. We love this card in this deck. Memory Deluge against those control strategies is a fantastic turn 4 play. It can offer them something to counter a lot of times before your Doom Foretold comes down. It gets a lot of value in these long, grindy games. So coming back with Flashback, Memory Deluge is huge. And then in our 5-drop, we have Doomscar. And the reason we're running these 2 copies of Doomscar main board as well as the Meathook Massacre is because we're super soft to go wide creature strategies. We're talking humans, we're talking life gain angels, any of that. We're very soft to that strategy because often Doom Foretold is peeling 1 permanent off the battlefield at a time. And if we do that for too long, we will just die. We'll run out of life, our opponent will win, and Doom Foretold will never get the chance to do its thing. So 2 copies of Doomscar, as well as 2 copies of Meathook Massacre in the board. There is a copy of Dance of the Manse to pull all of these enchantments that we put out that we're going to be sacrificing with Doom Foretold, pull them back out of the graveyard, and either get more value out of them or pull them out as giant bodies that we can turn sideways in with and end this thing. And finally, 2 copies of Yori and the Sky Nomad, and what this card does is everything that we have is a permanent that has an ETB or Enter the Battlefield effect, and we're going to try to blink these. This is just a good 5-drop. Sometimes it just comes out on curve and gives you a bunch of value, gives you a 4/5 flyer to prolong the game. Love this card in this deck. And yes, we could run it as a companion, but I don't want to go up to 80 cards and just kind of make this a pile. I want this deck to be a lean, fine-tuned machine. I want to see the same cards almost every game, interact with the opponent the same way, get down to Doom Foretold, and grind out these wins. Here's our mana base and moving into the sideboard. 1 copy of Search for Iskanta because this card is ridiculous in grinding control mirrors. It's just insane. This card gets you so much card selection, so much value. You love to see this card. A copy of Fracture and 3 Vanishing Verse for a lot of these matchups where 1 target is really good. Fracture's really good, obviously, into the Greasefang matchups, a lot of these new artifact strategies. Rakdos midrange dropping a 4-mana Planeswalker. You love Fracture. You love Vanishing Verse. Omen of the Sun is a great card to prolong the matchups where we're soft. These go-wide creature strategies that can kind of get over the top or, you know, get underneath us and do all this damage. Omen of the Sun provides us some chump blockers. It provides us some life. It's a fantastic flicker target. If we ever get down Yorion, this card is just an all-star in those matchups. We do have 3 of them, and 1 copy of Thoughtseize to round out to give us a 3rd for those matchups where we just kind of want more hand disruption. We want to get in there. Those control matchups are in trouble as we bring in 3 copies of Mystical Dispute, lots of targets in those matchups, and then the 3rd Doomscar. The 3rd Doomscar I find is extremely necessary because we're so soft to go wide creature strategies, to collected company strategies. We can get blown out so hard by these decks. We need another copy of Doomscar. And then finally, 2 more copies of Dance of the Manse. If we find that is our win con, that is something we need to get to. We need to get to it fast. We will run 2 more copies of Dance of the Manse. All right, guys, that is the deck in a nutshell. Let me know in the comments section what you think of the deck, any suggestions you might have. But for now, I want to get into some gameplay. I'm so excited to play this deck. I love this deck. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are playing Esper Doom Foretold. We went over the deck just a little while ago. Oh, I am excited. How long can we hold off the arena sound bug? I got my favorite deck. I got a coffee, and we're on. Oh no, we're on the draw. Let's go. We got Doom Foretold. All right, right in the opening hand. We do have a Thoughtseize. Let's see what we got. All right, opponent kept hand. We're gonna keep this. And you don't always have to Thoughtseize on turn 1, but since we have a couple turn 2 plays, we are gonna Thoughtseize on turn 1. So let's get down to Thoughtseize here. Let's go. Ooh, that arena noise is very loud. Let's get down to Thoughtseize here. Let's do it this way so we don't take too much damage. It is Rakdos mid-range. What are we going to have trouble dealing with? We have a Doomscar we can foretell, or we can just play on curve. I'm going to take their copy of Thoughtseize. I think I can deal with most everything else they have in their hand. Bloodtithe Harvester comes down from our opponent. We're at 18. Portable Hole. Portable Hole coming down here. Okay. I still think I want to get down Omen of the Sea. I don't really want to take 3 here. So I think I'm going to pay 2 life, and I'm going to play a Portable Hole. Let's get down to Portable Hole. Let's really pressure our opponent to come after our life total. Let's pressure them to drop that Bone Crusher Giant. There we go. So here we go. Oh, we keep drawing Pain Lands. Oh. I can foretell here and go enters tapped. Let's see. We're going to have to run this a little low. If opponent drops Kalitas right here, we don't mind just going into Doomscar. Oh, no, I played the wrong tap land too, guys. Off on game 1. Not a great game 1. Opponent wrapping perfectly into Kalitas. Have a copy of Meathook Massacre. We're going to have to pay 2 again here. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Let's wipe the board. We're at half life. 2 misplays already. Oh, you hate to see it. Let's go. Can we come back from the multitude of misplays? Okay. I'm assuming he gets back Kalitas here. If he slams Kalitas, there's no reason for us not to just slam Doom Foretold. I think we play a Treacherous Blessing here. Let's draw 3. Let's load back up. Let's reload. We'll pass. Here comes Kalitas. Here comes Blood Tithe. So Meathook Massacre cleans up the board here. We'll take a little damage. We're gonna ohm it. I don't think we want either of those cards. I don't think we want either of those cards. Drew a Doom Foretold. You'll love to see it. I think the play here is Trial and Doom Foretold. Sack a creature. And we'll go Doom Foretold, taking 1 life. We will get 1 trigger off the Doom Foretold, which hopefully helps us get rid of Treacherous Blessing. I think we're in the driver's seat now. Going to game 2. All right, so we're against Rakdos Midrange, going to game 2 with a Doom Foretold strategy against Rakdos Midrange. Let's see what we want. Now, a lot of this deck was built around the concept of playing against Rakdos Midrange. We know they run Kalitas, so 3 Vanishing Verse doesn't seem too bad. Portable Hole, lots of targets in the deck. So I think we keep Portable Hole. I don't think we might need the Dance of the Manse, and we need the Vanishing Verses to get rid of creature lands. So creature lands are kind of a downfall for us. They're definitely a no bueno. We don't love those. Oath of Kaya's got some good targets. I think we're going to have Time to Memory Deluge there. So Narsets, I think, come out here. So we'll pull the Narsets. We're down to 60. Is there anything else we want to look at adding? Possibly the 3rd Thoughtseize for the Portable Hole. And possibly 1 more Doomscar. Because if we didn't draw Doomscar there, we would have been in trouble. I think we go down 1 Portable Hole for a 3rd Thoughtseize. All right. That's our run. That's what we're running. Let's get into the next game. Game 2 against Rakdos Midrange on the play. Or on the draw, sorry. I wish we were on the play. We have a little bit of a curve here. The problem is, the question is, does Thoughtseize blow up this hand? And I don't think it does. We have a lot of things that do the same thing. We got a chance to draw more land with Omen of the Sea and Treacherous Blessing. Opponent can just take Doom Foretold here, but we do have a Meathook Massacre that can come down. I think we keep. We're going to play tap land, tap Godless Shrine on 1. Here comes the turn 1 Thoughtseize. So we're not blown out. There goes the Doom Foretold, but we have a lot of opportunity to draw into more. You'll love to see. That'll come into play tapped. 2 Omen of the Seas, a Treacherous Blessing. There comes the Harvester. Opponent slamming value. We'll pass the turn. Cycle Land's a little rough this late. Cycle Land would have been great turn 1, but we'll see. We'll see what we got. We are going to let the Thoughtseize resolve because we have 2 Omen of the Seas. We're not going to let them have their pick of the litter. It looks like they have a Bone Crusher Giant in hand as well. So let's keep that in mind. Get a little card selection here. Is the Doomscar just too slow? No, I think it's a good backup plan to have because we can always Meathook. Let's draw the Doomscar. We're going to play this tapped so we have an option of Wandering Emperor. We're not going to... I don't think there's a chance we need to Doomscar next turn, so we're not going to foretell it. We're just going to pass turn. Opponent has a Bone Crusher Giant or just sitting on token here. One of the two. Here comes the Bone Crusher Giant. To be expected. Now, we are going to need to start finding some lands off these Omen of the Seas. Tapped land, take 3. Tapped land, take 3. Here comes the Bone Crusher. My bones have been crushed. Oh, I accidentally passed through phase. That's a real kick in the nads. All right. All right. Not playing great to start. We'll pass here again. Don't know if opponent knows about the Wandering Emperor. We're about to find out, though. Opponent ditching the land. Gonna miss a land drop here. Oh, nope. Opponent never missing land drops. Wandering Emperor. We're gonna exile the Bone Crusher Giant.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Give me the Bone Crusher Giant. Give to me. Yep.
Until next time, then. You're done.
Swamp. Enters tapped. There's no reason not to foretell this Doomscar at this point. Let's protect it from a Thoughtseize top deck. We do have the Meathook Massacre. Not playing that Omen of the Sea is going to be... Oh, that's such a pain. All right, we're going to have to find an answer to that. All right, we're at 5. Not great. Portable Hole. I don't think Portable Hole is good enough, because I don't think hitting that with... I don't think that's good enough, so let's go here. Let's draw the land. Oath of Kaya. Oath of Kaya is fantastic here. Let's play Oath of Kaya. Gain some life back. And then we are going to look to sack to scry and try to find some answers here. Deep in the tank looking for answers. All right, we're gonna have to find some answers. Sack to scry. Nope, don't want either of those. Don't exactly want that either. We got one more look. Got one more look at it. Chandra, Torch of Defiance.
I'm the best fire starter there is.
We got one more look at it. Uh-oh. He's gonna deal 2, put me within lethal.
Today's my lucky day.
Here comes Bone Crusher Giant. Sack that. What do we find? Treacherous Blessing and Thoughtseize, both not good enough. Off the top. We do get one more look at it. No, we don't. We don't get one more look at it. We actually don't. All right, going on to game 3. Let's see where we're at. Couple misplays definitely costing us here. Couldn't find a Vanishing Verse for the creature land. There's a possibility Omen of the Sun here is just good. Let's take a look at possibly pulling in 3 Omen of the Sun. And let's pull out the Yorion. Just gets so much value. I'm tempted to pull Yorion. I think I'm going to pull 2 Meathook Massacre and a Dance of the Mance. All right. The final game. The final game. Here we go. It all comes down to this. On the play, Looking at Doomscar, Omen of the Sea. Again, not a hand that's blown up by Thoughtseize, so we'll keep. We're going to go Island Swamp, probably. Turn one. Oh, Duress. There goes Omen of the Sea, but that's fine. We have a backup in Treacherous Blessing. So if he's got 2 discard effects, we find ourselves in a little bit of trouble. Oh. Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize. All right, opponent has mised 3 discard spells off the top. You have to take the Treacherous Blessing. You don't have a choice. Opponent has mised 3 discard spells in the opening hand. Uh-oh. Here goes 2 cards from the graveyard. There goes the Wandering Emperor. We'll have to pitch the Vanishing Verse.
Finally, I'm home.
Ward to discard a card. We will discard the Vanishing Verse.
I am almost sad to see you go.
What has the opponent got? Kalidas. Submit 0. Drop the Doom.
Strike hard.
Would you like to sacrifice Kalidas? Opponent kills his own Kalidas.
Show them how we
That was a weird play. I will openly admit that that was a weird play. I don't know what... Sure. Chandra.
You want to play with fire, huh?
That one confused me, guys. I think that's a game-losing play. You normally want to make me sack my Wandering Emperor to my own Doom Foretold. Him taking out his Kalidas with that on the stack was... Sure.
Time to toast your marshmallows.
We'll go ahead and drop Omen of the Sea. We'll make 2 1/1s. Good game, and we get there. I think that was a misplay from our opponent. We got through the 3 hand destruction spells, and we got their Wandering Emperor for MVP. Let's get into the next game. And we are back with another game. We are playing Esper Doom Foretold in Explorer. It's my favorite deck. I love this deck so much, and we are on the play. We got a Portable Hole, we got a Thoughtseize, we got a Doomscar, we got a lot of early interaction, no card draw, but I think we have to keep here. Opponent showing no companion, nothing going on there. Watery Grave. I think that means we gotta know. Let's get in here. What are we playing against? Greasfang. We're a little soft here to this. I think we take the Greasefang. I don't think we risk it. I don't think we risk opponent conniving into something ridiculous. I think we take the Greasefang here 100% of the time. Portable Hole, Tenacious Underdog, by the way, fantastic target for Portable Hole. Pull that thing off the battlefield. No recursion for our opponent. If our opponent does nothing, we will foretell a Doomscar. What do we got? All right, your go, opponent. What are we doing? What are we doing? We took the Greasefang, so we're roping? Why are we roping? Not cool. Chart a course. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. Parhelion hits the graveyard. Not great for us. Parhelion hits the graveyard. Ledger Shredder comes down. Trial of Ambition. Sacrifice your Ledger Shredder, sir. We do have Portable Hole and Narset here if Underdog comes down. We don't hate that combo. Ledger Shredder. And Tenacious Underdog with a Connive trigger. Discards a Greasefang. And an Narset. Oh, no, that's a misplay.
Mind and body should move. I have just the trick for this.
We have a Doomscar, but opponent might just kill us here. Yep, I think we concede, right? Because that's 1, 2, 3, 8, 16 damage. We're still technically alive. I think this is what, 16 damage? Did I do that math correctly? Is that 16?
Such violence is upsetting.
All right. Back to his hands. It's going to come down on white. And we're going to Doomscar. Not great for us, to be honest with you. Raffine. Omen of the Sea. I don't think we can Treacherous Blessing, to be honest with you. I think we're too low. Doom Foretold. If opponent top decks the 3rd Greasefang. Sack a creature. He's going to discard the Parhelion, but there's already one in there, so we don't really mind. Wandering Emperor. We need to get our... Let's get our life total up. I need 1 attacker. I need to be able to keep myself alive. I can't. If opponent top decks Greasefang, we're in trouble.
I've learned much.
We're gonna create a samurai.
Guards, to me. Show them how we greet our enemies.
Doom Foretold. And we get there. All right, game one, we got there. Let's look at what our opponent's running. There's some Ledger Shredders, there's some Rafines. We need to turn off the Greasefang strat. What's it gonna be? We need another Thoughtseize. We need another Fracture. I think that's what we're bringing in. That's pretty much what we're bringing in. Oath has some good targets. Meathook Massacre just seems not very great there. Vanishing Verse for Ledger Shredder. Not great. I don't know if I love Vanishing Verse here, because it doesn't get rid of anything. The one-up Fracture is not that great, but it's something. Portable Hole's fine. I think we're just up on Thoughtseize. We're going after it. I think that was close. Greasefang, and we still got there. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Actosaurus 06 is choosing whether or not they will play or draw. This is a tough one. I don't know, man. This is just so slow, and we're gonna take it. We have no interaction, but it's so slow. We can just get blown out here. Oh, I don't want to get blown out. Let's see. Here comes the Thoughtseize. What do you take here? I think you take Omen, right? I'm pretty sure you take Omen. Takes Treacherous Blessing. We could be looking at second copy of Thoughtseize. We've seen a lot of that. A lot of these decks drawing multiple Thoughtseize in game 2. Oh, we drew our own Thoughtseize on turn 2. Oh, I kind of want to do it. They don't have anything in the graveyard yet. And on turn 3, I don't think they can get Parhelion in the graveyard and Greasefang us. I don't think they can do both. So we're going to go ahead and drop an Omen of the Sea. Let's see what we can CCC. Oh, I kind of like another Doom Foretold. Let's Thoughtseize here. Taking Greasefang. We're going to look to Memory Deluge here and really try to get some value going. We need to be concerned once that Sky Sovereign is discarded. Okay. So they play that into a Doom Foretold, which could be good for them because they get to sack it to Doom Foretold. We'll take a Treacherous Blessing and probably a Bright Climb Pathway. What is this? Crew 3? I think we have to Doom Foretold here. I think we need to keep that off the battlefield. Unless they drew... Did they draw Greasefang? If they drew second Greasefang already with no card draw... Oh, okay, so he's got to consider. This is not good. This is not great. He just drew with consider. Here comes Rafine. Omen of the Sea goes away. Treacherous Blessing. Foretell a Doomscar. Get rid of Rafine. He can top deck. He's in good top deck mode here, I got to admit. Rafine's Informant. Okay. We'll get rid of the Blessing. We'll draw 3. I can play... I'll Doomscar here. I'll discard Plains. Gain 2 life, make 2/2. But Treacherous Blessing still on the battlefield. Could be dangerous for us. I'll discard MTGA Pathway. Opponent plays Rafine. Memory Deluge. Two Doom Fortolts. Narset. Hold up, Omen of the Sea.
I know 88 ways to hone your prowess.
I'll take a Fracture. I will discard Bright Climb Pathway. So we found the one of Fracture. So we've insulated ourselves a little bit, and here we go. Now I think we win. Now we've entered the win con, the win mode. Brazen Borrower, sure. Omen of the Sea. We'll lose one. Good game. Ladies and gentlemen, we get there on Esper Doom Foretold. That was a good grind. That was a fun game. Let's get into the next game. All right, we are into the game. We are playing Esper Doom Foretold, my favorite deck in Explorer. Not the best deck in Explorer, but gosh darn if it isn't my favorite. And we have done nothing but mulligan today. What a rough day. It be like that sometimes, but man, we have done nothing but mulligan cards away today. Thoughtseize turn 1. Wow. All right. Opponent permanently ahead. Always on the draw. Always turn 1 Thoughtseize. Takes the Meathook Massacre. Watery Grave tapped. Did draw Memory Deluge, which is a good draw, unless we stare at turn 2 Thoughtseize. I mean, we will play the value engine that is Trial of Ambition. Like, we can't get away from it. We will play this card. Next turn, we will foretell the Doomscar. Fable, saw that coming from a mile away. Foretell the Doomscar. Put that into play tapped. Discard 2 lands. Fable just such a good card. Fable is such a good card. Creates treasure. Does opponent drop a Planeswalker and just curve perfectly on the best deck in the format? Survey says... Survey says that's a weird one. We have Memory Deluge here. We have a rare window. I don't think if we don't Memory Deluge here, I don't think we get another window to do it. So we must hold and try to take our window. Opponent's copy of Fable is going to come down. Target player discards a card. We will discard the Bright Climb Pathway. The Oath might have been the correct discard there, actually. Opponent is full in the tank. Resolves. Here comes Fable. Opponent knows about the Doomscar. Opponent definitely knows about the Doomscar. Lots of good hits off the Memory Deluge here. We have to fade a Planeswalker again, but I don't think we can. We can't just fade Planeswalkers in this deck forever. Rakdos Midrange always has it. Opponent not too bad. We will get to Memory Deluge here. We'd like to continue hitting land. Opponent has Stomp in their hand, I guess. Opponent waiting on Bone Crusher Giant Stomp. Sure, weird window, but you know, you do you, fam. Oh. We could... Oath? Ooh. This is a tough one. I think I like taking Yorion land. Yorion land it is. Let's get another thing down for Yorion. Boop. Poke you. Give me my life back. Rakdos mid-range opponent. Now, with them not popping this clue, this is just screaming to me they have a Planeswalker, right? Like, that's the only thing we can be dealing with here. Yeah, make your treasure. That's fine. Can't stop that. Can't stop, won't stop. Graveyard Trespasser. Pretty good. Will this know what order to do this in? Will we do this in the correct... No! What? Okay, I was about to say. Oath. Sacrifice a creature. So we did know the order. All right. We have another Memory Deluge here. Tibalt. Sure. Wow. I guess. I guess, Tibalt. Why? Whoa. I'm so confused as to why we did it that way.
Have my fun.
I'm gonna main phase a Memory Deluge here. I'm gonna take those two. Land. And another Tibalt. Has to take Doom for Told here, right? Has to. Doesn't have a choice. Sure, takes Doom for Told. Treacherous Blessing drop here for him would be pretty good. I think you Treacherous Bless. Oh, Fable, okay. Gets permanence on the battlefield. So Trial. I can trial here. Sack a creature.
Yes. Succumb to chaos.
Oh, it might have been a good idea to drop the Narset there. But that's fine. We didn't. We'll deal. Plays Doom Foretold. If he plays Doom Foretold, we're in a pretty good spot. We love him dropping Doom Foretold here. I love the fact that I'm seeing Tibalt right now. That makes me very happy. Makes me very happy to see a Tibalt. Would like it on my side of the battlefield. Chandra. I think we lose this one, guys. I think we lose this one.
Today's my lucky day.
Weird. I guess.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming. Get done.
Oh, I can get a Doom Foretold back.
I won't forget your transgression.
We've got the edge in this fight.
If you wish to surrender now, keep an open mind.
Let's see what he does here. Let's see what the opponent does.
Yup.
It's a land.
Down.
Castle Lochthwain. I have my copy of Dance of the Manse. All right.
Interesting technique.
Wandering Emperor's gone.
Back to wandering.
Here comes Tibalt again. He's gonna exile Yorion.
It won't help. He uses me. And away you go.
So he'll keep Tibalt. I'll destroy all creatures. I'll play Doom Foretold. Opponent keeps Tibalt, sacrifices Chandra. Oh, if I draw untapped land here. Untapped land here is such a good draw. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Oh, this is
No help there. Sacrifice 2 non-land permanents. Untap the land. That'll hit 3 times, so I'll have to sacrifice 3 things, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Thoughtfulness before action.
Sacrifice 3 things. Sure. Second Doom for Toll. Third Doom for Toll. What a game! Guys, I'm so in the tank. What a freaking game! So I'll have 2 Doom for Toll triggers. I'll sack these 2. He can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can he play both? He can play both. Yep. Scry 2 and draw. Neither. Two Doom for Toll triggers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can still memory deluge here. Yorion. Blood type. Opponent draws. Can't freaking miss!
You want to go, tough guy?
Opponent cannot miss. I mean, Invoke Despair is pretty good. Can't cast it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is he 1 mana short? Wow. What a game 1. Are you kidding me? That was game 1? Okay. All right. Dance of the Man's good here. Fracture good here. Vanishing Verse here. Good here. Narset, not necessarily great. I mean, there's some portable hole targets, but he's playing the higher end of the curve, so maybe we cut portable hole. Let's see if there's anything else we'd rather cut. Doomscar seems like it did work. Maybe go down to 2 dance, 2 portable hole. He's playing Tibalt, so I need that. 1 Doomscar? All right. Wow. What a game. What a game. That was one of the best games of Arena I've ever played. Oh my gosh. All right. Opponent's going first. Again, Per usual, hand completely destroyed by Thoughtseize, but whatever. Our opponent has turn 1 Thoughtseize an obnoxious amount of the time. I guess not this time. Maybe it's turn 2 Thoughtseize now. Huh. All right. My play here is very face up. Croxa. That resolves. What do I discard? What am I discarding? Island? Probably. Almost skipped ahead to my turn. Whoops. Okay. One land's not the worst thing in the world. Definitely don't need two. Let's keep our life total up. Of course, we ditch the island and draw Memory Deluge. Oops. Fracture is a play here. Croxa. We ditch the Memory Deluge. Blood Tithe. Sure. Blessing. What do you got? No Sorin. No Sorin, please. 4. Unlicensed Hearse. What do I want to do here? I think I'm paying 2 here. This is scary. This is very scary. I'm putting myself in near-death range. Near-death range here. But I need to start finding my stuff. Meat Hook's gonna do me nothing. Don't want either of those. Portable Hole is a great card to have for Croxa. There's Doom Foretold. Doom Foretold makes its appearance, can get rid of the Treacherous Blessing. Oh my goodness! So close. Discard a card. I think I have to discard my Painland because I don't think I can use it, although Doomscar does seem like a good discard as well. Dance of the Man's not going to do anything here. I think we discard a single copy of Dance of the Man's. Unlicensed Hearse is on the battlefield. We have to respect the fact that that exists. It's going to be a long time. He can drop a single Croxa. In which case... Oh, Duress is so good here! No! Oh, that's such a killer. No, Duress is so good. What? Oh. That's so good. Okay. Such a bad idea. I might just lose. I might have just killed myself. Oh, this is so close. I don't like it. It's too close. Here comes a Croxa. We'll discard what? A meat hook? No, because we can meat hook for 0. Oh no, do we discard the Doomscar? Can we meat hook for 0? We take 1, 2, 3, 4, go to 2. No, because then we're okay. We'll gain a life here. We'll gain a single life and be out of Bone Crusher Giant. Oh no, he could just Bone Crusher Giant right now. Okay. He plays Fable into my Doom Foretold. We get rid of a blessing. Play Yorion. This was dumb. I should have just kept up Omen of the Sea. Oh, I should have drawn the land first to protect myself. Go to 5. I'm at 5. Oh, I'm at 5. Oh, this is so close. I hate this. Doom Foretold on your Fable before the trigger. Oh, the Hive. Oh, God, the Hive. Oh, no, the Hive. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can he activate the Hive and Bone Crusher Giant me? I'm going to get rid of the other blessing, which is good. Invoke Despair. Then you repeat this process for an enchantment. Doom Foretold trigger. Portable hole. Sun Black. Another Doom Foretold to try to gain more life. To keep me out of range of the Hive. Both trigger. Gain 4 life. Okay. Here comes Croxa. Here comes Croxa, or the Hive. If he powers up the Hive, we have Vanishing Burst. Oh, guys, this last game is insane. Powers up the Hive. Vanishing Verse. No Hive. Omen of the Sea. I think we're in the clear. Let's go! Let's go! What a great freaking set of games. Oh my God, that felt so rewarding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the post-game wrap. And those were some insane games. That game with Rakdos Midrange with the Tibalt slam was insane. If you didn't get a chance to watch that game, you need to go back and watch that game. It was absolutely nuts. That's some of the most fun I've had playing Arena in a long time. Just to wrap things up, Trial of Ambition was a cool card. Portable Hole didn't do as much as I wanted it to, but it was a pretty cool include. People are afraid of the Wandering Emperor, man. They just seem to take that card, and we could not dodge a turn 1 Thoughtseize to save our life. In fact, one game, we got hand disrupted, I think, 4 times. It was insane. So this has been an absolute blast. If you're looking for things in the sideboard to change, search for Iskanta. We didn't really play too many control games, so it never really got a chance to shine. Omen of the Sun was cool, so search for Iskanta might come out. Fracture was neat because it got us, it's another way to destroy our own Treacherous Blessing in a pinch. There's also, you know, Omen of the Sun, Thoughtseize, you know, very good cards. Mystical Dispute, we didn't play enough control to really get in there. Dance of the Manse, man, if you got to slam a Dance of the Manse and bring back a bunch of Doom Foretold, you were just in an awesome spot. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I really appreciate all the new viewers checking out the Magic content. Until next time, you all know me. My name is Josh, and we will see you around. Goodbye.